Hello everyone, I am Dr. Eric Morrison. This is 7 Under 3, and I'll be covering trading education, more specifically Forex trading, using the TC2000 and TradingView platforms. Hello, welcome to the stock indice review for the 10th of March on a Friday, and I just wanted to let you know, based upon yesterday's analysis, that the downtrend and correction continues. First of all, what I did is notify you of the difference between the dollar and gold now. Gold is now decoupled from the dollar, and if we look at gold per se, we have a nice W formation here, and the fact that it is still continuing its upward trend to about the RL90 here. All right, so we have, I think, the beginnings of gold prices that may target higher prices based upon this initial correction in the market and an upcoming recession in this case. So yesterday was about 500 some points. Today was down about 345, and continued price action to the downside. The dollar, on the other hand, was going down, which was losing value, and for this to happen, where the dollar goes down and gold goes up, there is a decoupling with what's happening. They did have not just one bank, but two banks fail. Silvergate was the first bank that failed. A lot of crypto and commercial mortgage-backed derivatives, similar to the 2008 mortgage crisis, but this in the commercial sector. And now Silicon Valley has also gone bankrupt. And now Janet Yellen, who is the Treasury Department Secretary, is now looking into other banks, the quote-unquote other banks that might be failing here. So there could be additional runs on the banks, especially this weekend. So we'll see what happens with this continued downtrend going forward. All of my picks here that are highlighted in blue from the previous video on yesterday did extremely well, 100%. And on 1,000 shares, this was the overall gain, $19,610 on 1,000 shares. He did 100 shares, it was $1,961. So this was still incredibly lucrative, following the indices, which are hard to manipulate or control with respect to individual stocks. So this follows basket of the entire industry, and we just go where the industry is taking us at this point. So the first one was DRIP with a $580 overall profit. We do have some price action for Monday. It does have some daylight between it and the Z3 excursion on the daily. There are no good trades right now on the half hour. So what we're needing to look at is to get at least a 1-to-1 on those trades. SPXU has crossed the Z3 and the RL270 on the daily. More than likely its target is going to be the RL or the 200 moving day average up here. They've been going back and forth between the 200, even though it's past the Z3, but this overall downturn is moving fast. Overall profit for the day, $600 on 1,000 shares. Fast hit the 200 moving day average, also hit these Z3 excursion zones here that are marked up here and bounced dramatically off of them, and almost ended up against this Z3 excursion, which is the widest at this point. So we have a resistance zone or a liquidity zone here that is pretty strong for the financials in the bears. We'll see if it continues to move up and break through this. Next liquidity zone is at 2662. If it breaks through there, it's still going to go up to about 2662 on the overall daily. We have a couple of PSAR plays here that we could go in on Monday for. Nice overall ending, nice overall gains here for this. Nice overall R potentials to the Z3 excursion and Z3. LabD has passed the daily Z3 excursion. It has several Z3 excursions here that it bounced up against and closed exactly on one of these Z3 excursions, which shows the significance of these Z3 excursions. targets more than likely trying to head towards the 200 at 24.45. Nice overall profit for the day. One of the largest gainers at $2,080. As Dow went ahead and broke the Z3, almost got to the 200. There is no Z3 excursions at this point. Closed around this one right here that stood pretty much for a little while here at this point, but it's supported by the 200 moving day average at this, and nice overall entry for Monday. Do not have a nice setup here for volume to kind of close it out, but we'll see. FNGD still in kind of a selling point at this point. Nice overall gain at 1400. Overall volume and momentum to the upsides, just hasn't crossed the RSI at this point, and we'll see if it does. We have overall gain, nice 1-to-1 on and 1 to 1.6 R on the half hour. TZA, it just crossed the RL270, the Z3, and went all the way up to try to hit the 200 at this point, and then bounce back a little bit in terms of overall effort, right up until this Z3 here. Hit here and then just stayed right at that location. So we have overall momentum to the upside, nice overall gain to the upside. We'll see what pre-market has for Monday. SQQQ also has some daylight between here and the Z3. Looking for the price action to start going past this mini W here and hitting the Z3 at least for that particular price action. We do have a significant Z3 excursion here at this level at around 45.83, probably around the the RL270 or the 200 here at this point. SRTY has also jumped up against the RL270 and bounced up against the 200. Next overall target here we have at about 62.65. No, I'm sorry, the first one is about 57.84 right here. DRB past the Z3 excursion. You can see an aftermarket has kind of retraced a tiny bit, not much. Next target is about 59.65. That's some overall nice targets to the upside. Looking at a 2-to-1 on the PSAR. I did not trade gold because it was going up. This is an indice for it to go down. And as you can see here, it went down significantly and then came right back up. SOXL all to the downside. In fact, these are now no longer have any momentum going forward. SCO was to the downside today, which was interesting as far as tracking that. I see a lot of consolidation happening here. It's trying to figure out whether or not it should go. Oil should be going down. If it goes down, this thing goes up because this is ultra short crude oil, meaning the price is going to go down. WebS, nice overall gain to the upside. Moving this to blue, nice overall gain, and also hit the Z3. We have some nice gains for Monday and nice overall PSAR type of probabilities, at least of 5-to-1 on this one. TechL, you take this one off. It's all red today. Didn't do any of the longs today based off yesterday's. And believe it or not, Bull Z is now yellow, but it's below the dragon. So I'm going to take this one off too. TMF, which is the bonds going long, went to the long side here, jumped up, went to the long side, and still continued to go up. I'm just concerned about treasuries right now because the Treasury Secretary didn't see this coming, and the Fed didn't as well. This could be uncontrollable fiscal policy at this point. Nail all went to the downside, and I am now taking it off. SOXS is now yellow. However, we still haven't gone over to the green side here as far as overall strength. We do have some potential trades for nice trade setups for Monday, and we'll be setting those trades up and targets up on Monday. TechS was another yellow, same kind of setup, very good setup for Monday, and we have a nice overall gap here for the Z3. So overall momentum is very strong to the upside. It went up significantly today, 1590 on 1,000 shares. However, once it gets above this, a nice W formation, we could be looking at it hitting the Z3 at 33.56. Gold is also yellow at this point. Overall gain today was quite significant, which meant natural gas went down on the short side. Over a $3,000 gain on this. Nice momentum to the upside. enormous potential up to the Z3 excursion, and a 4-to-1 or 6-to-1 ratio on overall gains to the Z3. So we'll see what happens on Monday as far as pre-market goes in terms of relative strength. But overall momentum is on our side for at least another day. The decoupling of gold from the dollar happened yesterday, so we had today. Probably Monday they may be addressing some of this with some kind of fiscal policy to reverse it. But we'll see. We have DRIP we're looking at, SPXU, FAS, LABD, WebS, SDOW, FNGD, TZA, SQQQ, SRTY, DRV. Greens we'll be taking a look at. We had a significant gap up here. So we'll be looking up at treasuries with this gap. Gold we are continuing to look at, but what I'm starting to think here with this may be an M formation and potential downside once it goes past the low here at 796 in terms of gold miners on GDXD. We're looking to the downside, and then I'll be looking at GDXU. SEO was also down. We'll be taking a look at it. Right now it's just kind of consolidating right now as far as oil. SOXS, along with all the rest of the tech, once it gets past this high point here, it'll definitely go towards the Z3. Tech S, same thing. Nice overall high point here to get over, and then it's nice run to the Z3. Gold, enormous gain above the dragon. We got nice momentum to the upside. This could be an enormous gap up on Monday, but we'll see. Or in the next few days or week. Folks, that's all I have for the stock indice review. Incredible movement on Thursday and Friday today. And I did notice a couple of things with those bankruptcies that happened out in California with those banks. Make sure that you protect yourself. And the term the FDIC uses is a bail-in. Read up on bail-ins. The FDIC has done a video on bail-ins. Review it, do your research, make sure that you protect your assets. Now, if you're interested in these kind of strategies, I have courses on trading, both a basic and intermediate course, and an operations course where we do programming in Python and PineScript. If you're interested, click on the links below. And remember, ruthless risk management. Have a great weekend, everybody, and look out below. Well, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like rumble button below and the subscribe button. And if you want more information, go ahead and click the course information links below. On the TradingView link and on TC2000, I have an affiliate link. If you open up a TC2000 account, you will receive a $25 discount using that link. Thank you for your time.